Alright, well today's June 4th, and in today's vlog I kind of wanted to go over a few things that I find to be pretty important with archery. Now, I'm not the greatest archery expert in the world, but something that I think I notice with a lot of people in their archery practice is it's a lot of just going out in the backyard, flinging some arrows after work or in the morning or kind of whenever, and then calling it quits. And one thing I wanted to touch on today was that tonight I'm out, it's about 9 o'clock right now, so it's the last half hour of light here. I'm going to practice shooting in the last 30 minutes while it's getting dark. And the reason being is that when are most of your shots typically happen on a whitetail? It's probably in the last half an hour of the day. I'm going to fling some arrows here in the last 30 minutes as it starts to get dark, see what happens, and then I'll maybe talk a little bit more about why this is important to me. So as it gets darker, I'm actually starting to back up to see what my effective range is. I got about 15 minutes till the last light now. I back up to 40, so I kind of want to see how I do from 40 with this little light left. Looks like I was a little high on that shot, so it's kind of good to know because earlier I was shooting a little low, so I mean the consistency is definitely not there. It's one thing I need to focus on, but the more you work at it and shoot more and more and more in low light conditions, you're going to become accustomed to it. Just like if you're shooting at far distances, closer shots will seem easier, which I'll touch on in a later vlog, or shooting from elevated positions. All these things, you need to kind of put yourself in a situation that you'll be in deer hunting when it's ultimately going to make you a better archer and a better performer in the moment. But with a little more focus, I'm hitting right where I want to, even at 40, and we're now down to the last 4 minutes of legal shooting light. So what this tells me as a bow hunter is when it gets down to, it gets starting to get really dark, you really got to focus and concentrate and put that pin right where you want it. It's easy when it's not as dark to just pick out the spot on the deer, right? Because it's light out, you're like, boom, I want to put the pin right there on his heart or his lungs, wherever, you make the shot. But when it gets dark, it gets harder to see. Shadows are playing weird. I mean, you got to really focus and concentrate where you want to put that pin on the deer. And so that's what I've taken away from this shooting session, is that when I'm really not concentrating, I'm hitting high, I'm hitting low, it's kind of scattered. But when I'm focusing on where I want to put that pin, even when it starts to get dark, I'm still true out to 40. So some more practice, and right now it's only June. By the time September gets here, I know I'll feel confident minimally out to 40 at even in the last half an hour. So I encourage you, if you haven't done any low light practice, don't go shooting at 5, 6 o'clock, or if you do, go out again later at night. Wait till it lasts 15, 20 minutes, and that's when you should fling some arrows and see what's happening. So that's all I got for the vlog today. Stay tuned because there'll be more videos coming up.